Hmm. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. So, don't let your pride be your downfall. I'm gonna try to break this down real quick, the best way I can. Um, your pride is actually gonna hinder you from seeing the fruits of what God got in store for you. Your pride gets in the way. It gets in the way of the work of God. How can God be your justice when you let your pride get the best of you? Sometimes you even need to drop your pride so that through your vulnerability, through your humility, you exercise long suffering. Don't worry about what the elements say. Don't worry about what the elements do. It may make you feel even lower than where you at. You stand before God though. You don't stand before the elements. Let God judge the elements. Let him exalt you. I'm living testament. I'm a living testament, man. God will exalt you. When you live in pride, he will leave you to that pride. When you give yourself up to the will of God without fear for how you seem to the enemy, without fear of what the enemy will do to mock you, make fun of you, shame you. The enemy can't do that to you. The elements cannot do that to you. Let the elements enjoy the fruits of its labor. Your pride can oftentimes cause for you to dabble with the elements longer than what you're supposed to. Your pride can actually cause for you to fall subject to the elements. Be patient. Be honest at all times. Be truthful. Be yourself. Of course, with the Spirit of Christ in you. Sometimes our pride causes for us to act a certain way, trying to rectify what we think is wrong, or things that truly are done wrong by us, right? But where does that really get you? Does that give you fulfillment? See, I would rather God fight my battle than for me to fight my own. I really got to stress this, y'all. Don't let your pride confuse you. I know. You looking at the elements, you feel like they won. You feel like they got you. You feel like you're in the mud right now. You in the depths. I'm trying to tell you, that's when God works that wonder for you. Feel me? Trust in the Lord. Don't feel like you don't have a stand. You do. You have a foundation. That foundation is Christ. Don't let your pride get in the way of the works of the Most High God. What your brain is tricking you to think about the elements, that could be the enemy trying to get you to further dabble with the witchcraft. Take a step back. You know, if you don't have to deal with a situation, it's better for you not to. It's better to move in silence. Let your yays be yays and your no's be no's. But if you feel compelled, keep it a G. Keep it a buck, man. Be you. Have no fear for being truthful. Have no fear for being honest. The elements don't respect that, but God cherishes truth. He is the truth. So if you feel the need to be truthful with yourself and you feel the need to be truthful around the elements, don't be confused into thinking that the end game, that the end goal is what your brain is tricking you to think. See, God got you where he got you for a reason. The flesh is telling you that you're supposed to be with the elements. You're supposed to be mixed in there. You can't mix oil and water. It's truly best for you not to say anything, not to do anything. Be still. But if you slip up, if you engage with the elements, be yourself. You know why? I just told you. The elements will never appreciate righteousness. God does. He calls for us to be righteous. Don't let your pride cause for you to live a lie. Because if you live a lie, you're going to have to keep living a lie. God can't fix a lie, but he can fix the truth. He can make that work. I'm telling you, I'm living it right now. God is exalting me. It's not for me to say what he's doing for me. It's really not even for me to say what I'm going through. I want to say this in a general sense so that everybody who's going through this problem with pride can work on it. Don't let pride stop God from doing his work in your life, because sometimes we can get in his way. We let our brain trick us into thinking that we're supposed to be somewhere that we're not. You're human. You ain't got no choice, man. You got to go through certain feelings. You got to go through certain emotions. You got to go through certain thoughts. You got to process things some type of way. Be real. Because I'm telling you, when God puts you exactly where he means to, you're going to realize just how set apart you are. You're going to realize certain things that he's avoided for you, certain things that he has moved for you. And then you won't even be surrounded by the same elements. God is your justice in all things. Let him be that. Put your pride to the side. I know it's easier said than done. I'm trying to tell y'all, the more you live on your pride, the more you base your actions and your words off your pride, you're just digging yourself deeper into a situation that God don't even really want you in. When you dig deep with pride, you on the devil's playground. Humble yourselves before God, not man. It doesn't matter what people anywhere say or do. Don't let your flesh trick you. Let God revive you. Yo, maybe one day I'll do like a long video about everything that I'm talking about. But for right now, trust me, I'm just here to motivate y'all. Don't let your pride get you, man. Don't let your pride get you. God already spoke on so many different things. And if we read this word, he actually prevents us from even giving into our pride. Don't worry about looking weak. Don't worry about sounding weak, appearing weak. Man, God is your strength. God is your strength. Let him fight that battle for you. It's going to turn out better than you could have ever imagined. I ain't saying it. God already said it.